SaaS business. We started working with them January 2020. They'd actually been around for 6 or 7 years and had been on the roller coaster. You know, they'd been up there with some big clients, and then they'd won some smaller clients, and they'd had great partners, and then those partners had faded out, and they'd changed and pivoted where they were going. And after a few years in business, they knew they wanted a bit of fresh energy to work out what their next steps were going to be. So the review was really, really straightforward because they had a lot of data. They were able to see, like, here are the people who are paying for the service right now. Here are the people who are using the platform most often. Here are the partners that are actually working with these particular types of customers. So the review was relatively quick. We were able to get in with these guys and help them stop doing the stuff that wasn't productive. So the refine stage, they're a very dialed in team. They really knew what they were doing. They just needed to be able to go through a process which helped them go, oh yeah, we already do this very well, but we're also using our energy doing 3 or 4 other things. Let's pare that back. Let's focus on rolling out in this particular very tight audience. So they focused on one ideal customer, and they already had some really excellent partners. And so as COVID was hitting, what they were used to be doing was going to lots of different trade shows and networking with partners and coming back with mutual leads and so on. And so they needed to review and refine their sales process and their marketing process to deal with the situation we all went through last year. And so the two things happened at a very good time because they were able to focus on one ICP, ideal customer profile. They were able to really refine their marketing strategy to do a lot of co-webinars with their partners who also access that same end customer. And so that was such a hit that that's been the strategy that's delivered most of their revenue throughout of last year. So they found that the partners that they were working with were more than open to doing these educational shared webinars to help the end customer. They were able to refine the partnerships, the integrations they did with some tech partners, the marketing partnerships they did with some training partners who help people with the skills associated with their platform. It's a sales enablement platform. And then they kept doing that. And then as they gathered momentum, we then worked on growing the team, added the right people, and they 5x'd their revenue last year. So, you know, they're in a place where they've got really great momentum and a really good plan going into 21. And it's been a real joy working with those guys to